Yes. What is the answer? Have you completed with the problem? This is a base level problem so that you get an idea of how we are going to calculate the capital gain. Can you all respond fast? Have you calculated? You got the answer, or you want help, or how? And homework is do watch the how to pick up the index. That format also you should know. Do watch this revision video of capital gain chapter. Format, as you said, definitely it's correct. See, if you say the answer, you will get that confidence ki, okay, this simple level of the problems you remember. You've sold land and building. So what is the computation of income of Kaushik for the previous year 22, 20, 23? Particulars and amount. What is the sale consideration? This is offline class. I will say bring your notebooks. Let me see. Literally, students have enjoyed this exercise. This is called gamification. Ki how fast you remember the format of the capital gain and how you can come and show to me your notebooks and gain that genuine wala confidence. अभी online class है तो आप check करो. Land and building is sold for 50 lakhs. It's February 23. So which financial year you will take for index? 22-23. Less expense. Expense are 1%. That is 50,000. So 49 lakh 50,000. Put me some response. Yes, yes, yes. Did you all do till here or not? Net sales consideration. Super duper scoring topic. Yes. Did you all do till here? Very good, very good. Net sales consideration is 49 lakh 50,000. Now, less indexed cost of acquisition. Why indexed cost of acquisition? Because you are holding the land and building for more than 2 years. If it is long term, we'll take the indexed cost. That is today's cost. What is index? CII's cost inflation index we use. When did you buy the land? In 2016 and 17 for 5 lakhs. Are you all with me on the page number where your index rates are given? And you sold the land also when? 22, 23. Now 16 and 17, what is the index? 16 and 17, what is the index? 264. 22 and 23, it is how much? 331. Look at the way. There is no formula. There is no magic. It is all logic. What was available in 16 and 17 for 264 has become 331. 264 has become 331. जो 264 में available था in 16 and 17 is now available in 331. So 5 lakh is question mark. So 5 lakh into 331 divided by 264. How much you are getting? I've set all laptop and everything after I came from out of station. Only thing is I'm not getting my calculator. Yes. Can you all help in the calculation? 5 lakh into 331. So this is coming to how much? 6,26,894. Okay, rounding off, do it carefully. Thank you so much for the calculation. Now we are doing it with building. So for building also, we'll take the index cost of acquisition. How much did you acquire the building for? What did I say? Building, the construction was completed for 10 lakhs. In when? December 2019. So which year? You know, this problem I have given so that you can choose the indexations correctly. They'll give you one or two extra index rates in the exam. You need to choose it correctly. Okay? So 2019 December means 19 and 20 and 22 and 23. So what is the index for 19 and 20? 289. And for 22 and 23, 331. What was available for 289 is now available for 331. So what is available for 10 lakhs? वो कितना? So cross multiply. Again, can you help me with the answers fast? Thank you. Index cost of acquisition of the building is 11 lakhs 45,000. Everyone should calculate. Yes. Done. Now, what you get, you call it as long-term capital gain. Long-term capital gain. How much you are getting? 4950 is the net sales. Index cost of acquisition, index cost of improvement. कितना आ रहा है देखो. Today back to back I had classes, so I have to search for my calculator ना पक्का. आ गया सबको? कितना आया? 31,77,777. Those who have done and got little wrong answer, can you put it in the chat box where you went wrong? Did you take wrong index rates? Or you could, are you all able to recollect? Have you all studied this in inter? Huh? That's why I gave this confusing index numbers. If you have sold it in February 23, you have to take 22, 23. If it is December 19, yours is financial year. So you have to be very careful. And you know, dear students, there is no cost of improvement. But what it could be, suppose when I constructed the building, it was G+1. Now I constructed one more floor. So that will be cost of improvement. When I sell land and building, I'm selling the land. You know, when we sell flats also, they have got undivided share in the land. So land is also sold, building is also sold. So you have to take the separate cost. That's what is learning. This is called really a gamification. And if this I do it with my inter students in the class of 70, they are rushing to show me the notebook. And the first three students, they get a prize from me. That's what I do it. And this is the way you need to remember. There's a lot more to learn in the capital gain, bonus shares, right shares. If you will watch the revision video of Inter, you will be able to recollect. Okay, this long-term capital gain will be taxed at what rate for Kaushik? It will be taxed at 20%. Special income special rate is my first video, and if your view hours are over in the app, you can watch that video as many times as you want in YouTube. First three basic videos, all AMT 115 BAC special income special rates, all have put. Repeatedly watch it for your MCQs and all these chapters. Had it been long-term capital gain on shares, STT is charged, I would have taxed it at 10%. But this is 20%. Ma'am, will Kaushik get basic exemption? Bilkul milega. Bilkul milega. Will you charge surcharge on Kaushik's income? No, because it has not exceeded 50 lakhs. So tax at the rate of 20%. ESS at the rate of 4%. And you know, those who know this, ma'am, we have learned certain formula for this capital gain. You know what is 10 lakhs? Cost of acquisition. What is 331? CII. Cost inflation index of year of transfer. I want all of you to write what I'm writing. This is a formula which I have fitted into a logic कि जो 289 में available है वो 331 हो गया तो 10 lakhs is how much? cost of acquisition into CII of the year of transfer, divide by CII of the year of acquisition. Now can you see cost of acquisition is 10 lakh. CII of the year of transfer is this. And CII of the year of acquisition is this. Ma'am, should we write the formula? Preferably, yes, if you can. If not, write it this way. It's looking so neat and nice. You get 8 marks problem for capital gain and super duper scoring. Just enjoy coming 3 classes. Then we will do appeals and revisions, one more part of assessment procedure. Shall I close the screen? Everyone completed writing? Yeah, and Amir, you have asked a very nice doubt in math in the group. I'll clear it in the live class also, but it's not connecting, so I'll do it at the end. Okay? Sure. Ashwini, even you have asked some problem of math we should work out. Sure, just give me 1 day's time. I will upload that all through mail in on screen, and we will definitely take up all that in class. So now this is how you need to use your index rates, and this chapter is all about whenever the business is restructuring. Ma'am, can we convert a private company into LLP? All the directors will become partners. Yes. Tax kaise lagega? Aise. So we are going to check up with all that. But I've divided this topic into 3-4 parts. And right now the topic what I'm taking up is slum sale. Slum sale I'm taking up. It is in the beginning. Lot of 3-4 varieties of capital gain you will be doing in this chapter. One of them is slum sale. This is it. Section 50B. Shall I explain this orally in my way in the notebook? Pura concept, pure chapter ka pad lenge, and then we'll apply it and solve the problems. Listen, I am teaching you, just focus on the screen. Any doubt, any term, unmute and ask in the class. Section 50B. What is it? Slum sale. Slump में P है ना, तो P and B. Just remember the section, preferably you can. What do you mean by slum sale? Slum sale is lump sum when you are transferring the business. Okay. For example, when I transfer my business, whole business, running business to you. Okay. I'm into teaching and I'm retiring. And as it is, I'm transferring all my business to Kasif. Kasif is going to keep teachers and he's going to run concept classes. Now, can I take separate sale consideration for my camera, for my projector, for my laptop, for the tables and chairs, that is furniture and so on? Can I say, Kasif, I'll give you this asset, fixed asset in this much, this current asset? So can I take separate sale consideration? Yes. And then I know what is the cost of acquisition or the index cost of acquisition, and I can calculate the capital gain. This is one way. Now they said this is quite time consuming. So they have come up with section 50B, which is optional. What is optional? 50B. This is also asked in MCQs. Is 50B mandatory? No. This is a technique. If you want, you put it like 44 ADA business में करते हैं ना, कि either you maintain the books and calculate the profit or lump sum on your turnover, pay 8% profit over and out. So like that, section 50B is optional. It is optional. If you want, you go for it. It says what? I will sell whole of my business to you for this, instead of taking 10 lakhs for the camera, 5 lakhs for the projector, 6 lakhs for the laptop, 2 lakhs. Can I take lump sum 50 lakhs? Just a random? Yes. When I say chalo lump sum pura, we call it simple terms, ekdam ऐसे गंपा गुत्ता बोलते हैं ना, पूरा मिला के, you take all my assets, you take my data, you take my creditors, my whole business, you take it for lump sum sale consideration 50 lakhs. Ma'am, how do we bifurcate? How do we bifurcate in 50 lakhs? How much is this? ये कैसे करेंगे? जरूरत ही नहीं है. When I have given you my business, can I say in accounting terms it is assets minus liabilities, which is nothing but net worth? Are you all with me? I have given you all my assets and liabilities. Which value? The day I give. What is that called? Net worth. Assets minus liabilities is capital. And for a company, capital plus reserves and surplus, these are net worth. This all we do it in ratios and all. So sale consideration में से net worth deduct करो. Now, ma'am, shall we do indexation? Answer is no indexation. If you are going for this method, कोई भी indexation करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Next, ma'am, is it short term or long term? I have transferred you all my assets. In that, a single asset is long term, the whole capital gain is long term. Otherwise, it is short term. So, ये हो गया short term and long term. Okay. And you pay the tax. Ma'am, this is so quite easy. Yes, then the problems are also easy. Now, how do you take the cost of the assets? So, your land and all, you take it at the original cost without indexation. Without revaluation. You know, so many people, they purchase the land for 10 lakh and 3 lakh, they do revaluation, and 13 lakhs they show on the asset side, and on the liability side revaluation. So this concept says ignore revaluation reserve on the non-depreciable assets. So non-depreciable assets, take it at which value? Book value. Depreciable assets, take it at which value? WDV. You all know how to calculate depreciation as per income tax section 32 WDV method. Huh? So non-depreciable assets take at book value, land and such asset without the revaluation part, depreciable assets at the WDV. Rest all current assets and current liabilities all at book value. Finished. So like this, if I do asset minus liabilities, I'll get net worth. So net worth is nothing but my cost and sale consideration. So lump sum aaya. Here the easiest part is I need not bifurcate ki chalo lump sum I have taken 50 lakh. Okay, how much I should put in land, how much in furniture, how much in machinery, how much in laptop, not required. And pay the tax, finish. You need a certificate from a chartered accountant, CA, because you have gone for the slum sale. This is the concept of slum sale. I have written all the points very nicely in your material. So I don't think you need to take down. Still, if you want, take a screenshot later, write it. But right now, for share with me, is the concept clear? Any conflict in anyone's mind? Please ask. And typing may be difficult for many of you. So just unmute and speak up. Forget the recording, chal rahi hai, no problem. Easy? Concept of slum sale. Is it easy? You have the concept of deemed dividend here, and you have the concept of liquidation here. Some of the part of capital gains they have covered in final. That's what we are doing. Slum sale is asked often, and in fact, repeatedly same questions are asked with figures changed. All right, what is the gist of slum sale? Lump sum business is sold. That's the sale consideration minus the expenses. Net sales consideration. What is the cost of acquisition? Take the net worth instead of cost. What is net worth? Your net assets minus the liabilities. Ma'am, shall we take assets and liabilities from book value? No. Take the land and all without revaluation reserve. Non-depreciable asset, take the book value. Depreciable asset, take the WDV. All the current assets, current liabilities as it is. Okay. Now let us read from page number 217. Might be one page here and there for all of you because we have added something no, in the trust. Section 50B. Shall I read with all of you? Special provisions for the computation of the slum sale. Slum sale means the transfer of one or more undertaking as a result of lump sum without value being assigned to individual assets. I'm not getting consideration separate for each other. First, you understand the concept. Ma'am, will they ask you write a short note? No, no. It's very easy. They'll ask you problems to work out. Any profit on gain on slum sale shall be chargeable to capital gain. And if one of the asset is held for more than 36 months, it's long term, otherwise short term. Net worth so transferred shall be deemed to be the cost of acquisition and cost of improvement. Indexation benefit is not allowed because the way we are calculating capital gain is only different. Net worth shall be aggregate value of the total assets or division as reduced by the value of the liabilities. Aggregate value of the assets. Depreciable assets, take WDV. Other assets, take book value. Any change in the value of asset because of revaluation reserve, ignore. Are you underlining the clue words as I am doing? So that next time, one day before exam, when you read all the concepts, one day before exam, never go कि ये chapter, इसके problem, सब orally देखते हैं तो आधा छूट ही जाएगा. Just go through all the concepts, booster notes very quickly. Report of chartered accountant. And this method is optional. Ma'am, I don't want to go for 50B. Okay. Take separate sale consideration for plant and machinery and laptop and land and building and calculate the indexed and all the cost of acquisition as you wish. ठीक है? So let us do with this the sixth problem. Sixth problem, we are doing it right now. Okay? Yeah. Any doubt? Yeah. Any doubt in the concept? Easy? Good. Mr. A is the proprietor of the firm having 2 units. He transferred on 1st April 2022 his unit 1. Ma'am, then why did they give unit 2 also to confuse you? Unit 1 he transfer. His unit 1 he is transferring by way of slum sale for a total consideration of 25 lakhs. Expenses incurred for this transfer were 28,000. His balance sheet as on March 22 to April 22 he transferred. So last year's balance sheet is given. Okay. Building, machinery, datas, other assets, revaluation reserve of unit 1. So definitely revaluation reserve will be a part of this. Bank loan 70 total दिया है तो 70% unit 1 का है that we will take. Creditors also here. Revaluation reserve is created by putting building upward. So what value you will take of building? 12 lakh is because of revaluation reserve. Ignore the revaluation reserve and take it as 9 lakh. It's super duper simple. Second problem खुद से करना है class में. No individual value of asset is considered. Other asset of unit 1 includes patent which are acquired on 1st of July 2020. Okay, 1 minute. Make it as 2021, no, please. 2021. 1st of July 2021 for 50,000 on which no depreciation is charged. So on patents, how much is the depreciation charge? 25% WDV. Who said it? Section 32. It's an intangible assets, patents, copyrights, technical know-how. So you had to take depreciation. No, I told you depreciated WDV lena padega. But they said other assets may included hai 50,000 this. So shall I remove this and take the WDV? Yes. Compute the capital gain. Have you read the problem properly? Yeah, did you all read it? Right. Let us do. It's very simple, very easy. And it comes in exam. The best part is, yeah, this is all covered in problem mila sabko. Problem number 6 on page number 217 in your material. Problem number 6 we are doing. Computation of income. of Mr. A. And this is the concept of slum sale. So always start with the sale consideration. Sale consideration is 25 lakhs. Are there any expenses? 28,000. Net sale consideration. 24 lakh. How much this is coming? Is it correct? 24 lakh 22,000. Less, what will you take cost of acquisition? Net worth. Ma'am, how to calculate net worth? Working note 1. Okay. And these assets are acquired long back, assuming we will take it as long-term capital gain over. इतना सा format है. Net sale consideration minus the expenses of transfer 28,000 and net worth is the cost and long-term capital gain. Yeah, this is 72. No, by mistake I took wrong answer. Yeah, 72,000. 24 lakhs 72,000. Chalo. Now let us go to working note 1. How to calculate the net worth. Net worth आप कैसे calculate करोगे? For which unit is transferred? Unit 1. Okay. So first let us start with assets. Once again, this all you must have studied in ratios. Assets minus liabilities is the net worth. So what is the first asset you have transferred? Building. How much is building? 12 lakhs. Minus the revaluation reserve, 3 lakhs. So how much it is coming? 9 lakh. Machinery is 3 lakh. Some assets we will take book value, but be careful and take the figures only for unit 1. After machinery, what do you have? Datas. That datas you will take it as 1 lakh. Other assets. Other assets are 150. Remove patents. Patents are 50,000. Usko nikal do. So how much you are getting? 1 lakh. Remove the patents. Why? Because they have taken the patents at cost. Whereas you need to take the patents at what value? Today's WD. पहले तो 50,000 निकाल दो. Ma'am, what about the remaining other assets? 1 lakh as it is ले लो. Datas लिया मैंने. I took wrong figure for datas. No, correct. 1 lakh. And other assets are 150. In that 50,000. Now come to patents. Patents are acquired on 1st July 2021. Shall we charge depreciation for 21 and 22? 25% depreciation. तो कितना आएगा? 12,500. So this is 37,500. Again, shall we charge depreciation? This will be 1st April 2022. And 21. We will not charge the depreciation 1 second of 21 and 22. क्यों charge नहीं करेंगे? क्योंकि कब ट्रांसफर कर लिए? When did I say the value is transferred? 1st April 22. So then let us make it 20 only. Sorry, it's correct only. 1st July 2020 is only correct. 2 साल का depreciation लेंगे तो you get to know how WDV starts. That's why I'm taking 2 years depreciation. Again charge depreciation. Make this 20 and 21. This 1st April 21 and now 21 and 22. Can you tell me 37,500 ka 25%? 37,500 into 25%. Yes, faster than me. So what is the today's value? Am I doing it correct? What is the correct value of the patent? 28,125. That should I take it here? Yes. 28,125 बिल्कुल लेंगे. Now just do what is the total of the assets transferred. Total assets transferred. Anyone in the class who is confused at any point, ask. I am repeating. First take building 12 lakh minus 3 lakh because revaluation reserve nahi lena hai. Machinery as it is, data as it is. Other assets included 50,000 patent, remove it. Remaining 1 lakh as it is, and 50,000 is the original cost. But take WDV of that. How much is the total of asset you all are getting? 14,28,125. Correct? 14,28,125 less liabilities. Is it correct? Why did we not take the depreciation from July? Then, dear students, you have forgotten in income tax, depreciation is not calculated day wise. If you have acquired it in July 20, is it used for more than 180 days? Then the depreciation is allowed for the whole year. If the asset is used for less than 180 days, then depreciation is allowed 50%. Do you remember? Like in accounts, we don't calculate depreciation for 9 months and 6 months. And in the year of transfer, there is no depreciation. That's why I'm always saying, dear students, अब ये जो block of asset है ना, in inter 3 classes, I take only for block of asset depreciation. So that in final, when you are doing, you are clear. Now, is your doubt clear or not? In income tax, if you have purchased the asset in July 2020, then you have used it for more than 180 days and you will calculate full used it. No problem. If you have a doubt, पूछना है. कोई भी doubt छोटा बड़ा नहीं है. Good that you have asked. चलो. Let us take bank loan. How much is bank loan? Total 2 lakh. In that unit 1 का कितना है? 70%. 1,40,000. What about the creditors? Creditors कितने हैं? 1,50,000. Of that 25%. तो कितना आएगा? 150 का 25% is it 37,500? I did it like 75 और उसका आधा 37,500. So what is your net assets or net worth? When I do this topic, I literally remember like ratios. From balance sheet to ratios, from ratios to balance sheet. We always do it, no? How much you are getting? Net worth 12,50,625. This is my net assets which I have transferred to you. Anyone is having any doubt in the working, to पूछो आराम से करो. You can expect the same problem with double the figures, change the name like that. It's that simple. 12,50,625 I'm writing here is the net worth all my cost. 12,50,625. So what is my capital gain coming to? 17,21,375. Problem is over. For 8 marks. पूछो. क्या doubt है पूछो. Slum sale will be over today. Tomorrow I'll be doing something different. Tomorrow we'll continue with this. Saturday, Sunday, there won't be any class. Then we'll continue on Monday. In case if you want to plan your other study schedule on Saturday. And the next exam will also be on the next Sunday. Those who have not covered, they should surely write the missed exams. Sale consideration minus expense, net sale consideration. Is this easy or not? And this patent only they have acquired in 2020. So if one asset is also like used for more than these years, it's all long term. Chalo. Let me discuss and you all do the next problem on your own. Is the screen little hazy right now or I'm feeling like that? Is the screen clear? Star Enterprises has transferred its unit N to A Limited. Okay. By way of slum sale on January 23. Done. Okay. So 2-3 units are given to confuse you. Yeah. 1221 375 only I wrote. No. 1 second. Did I give you some different answer? 1 second. 1 second. We'll check. 1 second. Calculator is not there. Might be. Yeah. Yeah. 1221 375. Long term capital gain. 1221 375. Okay? Correct. And it is long term. Easy or not? Everyone in the class will be able to do it. चलो अब ये पढ़ो. Next question. Star Enterprises has transferred its unit A to A Limited for slum sale. Only unit N. So be careful. You have to take only N. Own capital is given. Acha, when it is given in lakhs, don't write so many zeros. You also do it in lakhs. ठीक है ना? Using further information, compute the capital gain for unit N. Slum sale consideration is 930 lakhs. Fixed assets of unit N include land, which was purchased for 110 lakhs and was revalued for 140. So which figure you will take, 110 or 140? 110. 140 तो नहीं लेना है. Other fixed assets reflected 460. 140 and 460 मिला के हो गया आपका 600. 600 lakhs less the cost of land, which represent WDV as per books. But actually WDV of the asset is 430. So this तो you will take 110 or 140? 110. 140 books में बताएं, but वो तो revalued figure है, नहीं लेना है. अब जो 460 है, that is also wrong because the WDV is 430. So you take the correct figures. And unit N was set up in October 2007. Oh God, 2007 and now 22. So obviously it's long-term capital gain. Rest all the other assets you take as it is. As it is, as the way you are taking. And do the problem on your own. 5 minutes time given to all of you. Let there be scratching. Waste half page, waste ink karo. Sab karo, lekin ye scratching will make your notebooks very neat. How much is the answer? It's a very simple problem and you have to do it in lakhs. Assets minus liabilities is your net worth that you deduct and you get the capital gain. So how much is it coming? Okay. What else? Others should also share the answer. All right. Tell me. Yeah, Amir, check your answer. Krishna Mohan, your answer is correct. Very good. Or baki sab log, everyone should share the answer. It's okay if you get little wrong or right. And just give me a call if you say, ma'am, this same question came for 8 marks. Slum sale is, something is technical in the exam. So easier part I feel is this slum sale, non-resident, your transfer pricing. Repeated questions are asked from a topic called as DTA, double taxation. There also it's the same. Yes, all the others should also answer. So this is problem number 7. Computation of income. And you know, everything is long term because this enterprise is acquired since so long. ठीक है? Particulars and amount is always in lakhs. Yes, what happened to others? Answer no, whatever you have got. पूरा पेन डाउन किए या नहीं? चलेगा अगर गलत है तो. This is sold for how much sale consideration? Sale consideration is in lakhs. And it is 930 lakhs. Are there any expenses? No. So directly deduct your net worth, which I don't know. I'll do it in working note 1. Now, whatever I get, I call it as long-term capital gain. Chalo. Now, what are the assets? Assets of unit M. 1 second. Assets of unit. Which unit is transferred? Unit N. Yes. So now directly start with fixed assets. So fixed assets included land and building. Forget that long and building in the books are shown at 140. But it is purchased at what? 110. तो आप तो 110 ही लोगे. And other fixed assets. Other fixed assets. Other fixed assets are shown at 460. 460 is book value as per the books, but we are not in books. We are as per income tax. So as per income tax, what is the WDV? Not, if you want, write down 460 nahi lenge. Ye 140 hai, nahi lenge. This is for your understanding. This put together 600 they have written in the question, which you should not take. So I will take this. Anyone in the class is having doubt? Other assets. Other assets might be my data, my cash, all. So how much I should take that? 440. Unit N की बात चल रही है. So what is the total assets? Total assets taken over is 980. Less liabilities. Liabilities, there is no change. Like book value is same. So what will be my net worth? Dear students, I want answer from each and every student in the message where you were stuck up. So I can know कि कल क्या पेज से पढ़ाना है. Did you all get this? 7 कितना आ रहा है ये? Sorry, 840. Land and building not at book value but at the original value. Book में तो revalued figure है. Other assets 460 is their book ka value. We need WDV 430. Other assets 440. Total assets you got minus liabilities you got. Net worth is 840. So 840. How much is the long-term capital gain? Long-term capital gain. How much is it coming? 90 lakhs. Finished. 8 marks problem is over. Is it easy or not? Check and let me know. Very simpler part which we are doing. There is deemed dividend concept and liquidation concept for tomorrow's class. And after that, one small topic is their buyback, which I want to take up now. But slum sale is over. And do tell me, do you want any booster step notes or what I have given is clear? Yes, Ashwini and others, where you were stuck up, where you didn't get, I want the answer. Everyone should get the answer, no? Finished or not? See, are these booster notes enough? What I have printed and given? ये ठीक है? सबको समझ में आया? Yes, this method is optional. Chalo, scroll down. This we will do tomorrow. Conversion because it's in link. Right now, directly go to the end part. It's a very small but nice topic for today. I've divided into parts. You all know now all the dividends are taxable, not only deemed dividend, all the dividends are taxable. Chalo. This we will take up tomorrow. Capital gain, liquidation and all. Right now I'm taking buyback concept. This is sometimes this is also given in the company assessment. You remember all the 115 series, BA, BAB, 115, BAC, BAD, cooperative societies. All we have taken in the Companies Act. So this is optional. You can learn it here or you can learn it in capital. Let me talk about it orally. First of all, do you all know what is buyback of shares? Buyback of shares. Yes, what is it? Slum sale is over. If you have any doubt, you ask. Buyback of shares kya hai? It's a collar tight position for the company. And what do you mean by that? Anyone, you can put it in the chat box. One second, dear students, just wait, please. Buyback of shares is a collar tight position for the companies when they are purchasing their own shares from the market. Can they hold their own shares from the market when they buy? Answer is no. They can hold their own shares. Answer is no. I need to buy back the shares from my market and cancel it. Yes, company buybacks its own shares. Very correct. So when will the company buy back? Thank you, shareholders. When I needed money, I have issued 10 lakh shares to all of you. But now I have earned so well. I have 50 lakh reserves of my own. So with the help of reserves, can I buy back my own shares from the market and cancel it immediately? Journal entries of buyback, you are doing it in CFR. Accounts में पढ़ते हैं ना? Journal entries of buyback and 3 conditions should be satisfied. You cannot buy back more than this. 3 ratios are there. Whoa. In income tax, why we are doing? Buyback of shares. Is it a transfer for the shareholder? Answer is yes. Shareholder is saying, ma'am, the way I sell the shares in open market to any other buyer, that's the same way I'm doing it at company. Company will buy back the shares at the market rate. So it's like, ma'am, I'm buying my own shares from the market at a premium value. Then you may be surprised, ma'am, why the company will do that? We had 10 lakhs capital. Now over the year, our profits is growing twofold, fourfold. So instead of 21, will I give 84% dividend? Answer is no. Dividend profit is only this much and profit is growing like this, like this. So I have huge reserves of my own. So can I buy the shares? Huh? Can we buy our own shares? Yes, and cancel and reduce the burden of dividend because we have flowed back our own profits. So for the shareholder, the question is it a transfer? Answer is yes. You sell your shares to the कोई भी और कोई अपने फ्रेंड को बेच दो or you transfer back to company खरीद रही है. For the shareholder, it is a transfer and shareholder should pay capital gain. But 115 QA, QB, QC, these are the sections which say on buyback of shares, company will pay the tax, income tax. And this transfer is a transfer for shareholder, but it is exempt. This is asked many times, dear students, in MCQs and smaller 1-1-2 mark question. Is buyback of shares a transfer for the shareholder? Yes. Shareholder is saying the way I transfer it to public, I am transferring to company. It's a transfer. Is it taxable for shareholder? Answer is it is exempt for shareholder under section 1034A clause. The reason is on this buyback, companies, which company? Domestic company, on listed or unlisted shares should pay the tax. How much they should pay the tax? 20%. On that surcharge, 12%. And on tax plus surcharge, 4% ESS. Who will pay? The company. So this is exempt in the hands of the shareholders. Clear? That is the concept of this topic. Let me read it and it will be very clear to all of you. In case of shares of a domestic company, okay, 115 QA, listed as well as unlisted, please remember. SSC is a domestic company. Buyback means purchase by company of own shares. Distributed income means consideration paid by company on buyback of shares as reduced by amount which was received by company for issue of the shares. Domestic company pays 23.296. Pick up your calculators. Suppose your transfer value is 100. On 100, 20% tax. Calculator में 20 into 100 and 12% करो. Add 12% surcharge. Highest surcharge for companies 7 and 12%. You all remember or not? Ma'am, but tax rate is 30%. Yes, you are right. But buyback tax is 20% on that 12% surcharge. And on tax plus surcharge, 4% ESS. If you remember this part, you will be able to do this in exam. 23.296 on the distributed income. Distributed income is equal to buyback price minus the issue price including premium. What is buyback price? Say I have purchased my own shares from the public at 240, whereas I had issued it at 130. 130 में issue किया था. Okay, are you all with me? 130 में 100 rupees was the face value, 30 premium. So when these shares were issued, they were issued at 130. Okay, and now I have purchased it back in 240. So 110 rupees is what the capital gain. For whom? For the shareholders. But here, including the this on 110, who will pay the tax? On distributed income, who will pay the tax? The company at the rate of 23.296%. Okay. Distributed income, buyback price minus issue price. Such tax is irrespective of fact that company is not liable to pay income tax on its own income. They might be like tax holiday for some other reason, but on behalf of shareholders, who has to pay the tax? The company. The principal officer of domestic company and company shall be liable to pay the tax to the credit of central government within 14 days from the date of payment of any consideration to the shareholder. Yeah, whenever you transfer, when you get the shares from the shareholder and you pay any consideration to the shareholder within 14 days, you have to pay this tax to government, 23.296. Who should pay? Domestic company. Tax on distributed income by company should be treated as final payment of tax in respect of said income, and no further credit thereof shall be claimed by company or by any other person. No deductions and all is allowed to company or shareholder on this. Okay. Now, in the hands of the shareholder, ma'am, is the shareholder liable to pay any tax? Answer is buyback of shares is exempt in the hands of shareholders under section 10, subsection 34A. And company is liable to pay the tax. Is 115 QA very clear to all of you? Simple. One line answer is company should pay the tax on buyback of shares at the rate of 20% surcharge. Ma'am, surcharge lagai dena? Yes, 12%. And ESS. Now, okay. Same. Redemption of preference shares also is buyback of shares. Any shares, equity shares or preference shares. If you don't pay the money within 14 days from the date of the transfer amount to shareholder, from 15th day, 1% interest will be charged from part of the month from 15th day till the date on which it is actually paid. SSC will be, you remember 234 ABC interest are charged. That way this interest is charged. And if tax is not paid in accordance with provision, then company or principal officer shall be deemed to be SSC in default. And you know what consequences they will do for SSC in default? They will recover the tax in whatever they wish. And all the provisions of Act will apply for recovery of tax. We have a chapter called as collection and recovery of taxes. So if you are SSC in default, if you are not paying the buyback tax, then the government will collect it. So related to this, one small problem is there once asked, so printed. Ma'am, और कोई problem पूछेंगे इससे related नहीं. But this interest problem once they have asked, let us do it. Okay. Venus Limited, a domestic company, purchases its own share on 17th August 2022. The consideration of buyback is 18 lakhs and the which was paid on the same day. So 17th August को अपने shareholder को pay कर दिया. Venus Limited has received 11 lakhs on the issue of the shares. 18 lakhs may you have purchased back your own shares which you have issued for 11 lakhs. So how much is the distributed income or buyback ka profit for the shareholder? 7 lakhs. On this, tax should be paid by the company. At what rate? 23.296, correct? And this tax should have been paid within 14 days from 17th August. Yeah. Further, determine the interest, if any, payable if such tax is paid to the credit of the central government by 7th of November. 17th August, say 14 days. Okay. So August, how many days are there? Somewhere in, say, September, you should have paid the tax. But you paid it in November. Right? September 14th days from the 14th. I'm doing orally. Of course, I'll do it in writing also. Now compute the additional further if the amount is paid to central government on 7th of November. So you are late by how many months? September full you are late. October full you are late and November 7th. Ma'am, only 7 days. 1% interest for part of the month. One day also late, full month interest is charged. This is the policy for 234 ABC sabke liye. So for 3 months, you have to pay interest on that amount. Which amount? On the tax which you have delayed. And how the tax is calculated, let us do it now. Can you put me a message? Is buyback clear or not? Simple. Whatever is the income of shareholder on that 23 point till date, excuse me. The secret is till date, I don't remember this 23.296 ka concept. So what I do, how I remember it is, as simple is, 1 second. 23.296 अगर याद नहीं है तो how do I remember it? 20% plus 12% plus 4%. That you can calculate in your calculator. ठीक है? चलो, let us start. 1 second, dear students. Buyback of shares. Section 115, QA, QB, QC. Hmm. 15 days से interest शुरू हुआ. Shall we calculate interest day wise? Answer is no. What is the distributed income? Distributed income is equal to buyback price minus the issue price. Issue price is not face value. Face value plus securities premium. So I am into problem number. Are you all with me? Problem number 23. Page number 226. मिला सबको? Buyback of shares. कितने में खरीदे? 18 lakhs. इशू कितने में किए थे? 11 lakhs. कितना प्राइस है? 7 lakh. डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड इनकम. चलो, डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड इनकम. Now, what is the tax on buyback, or you call it as distributed income? Don't calculate the tax on the sale buyback का value. Buyback तो 18 lakhs में की तो you have issued. What's the transfer value minus the cost, the capital gain for the shareholder? 7 lakhs. So on 7 lakhs, you have to pay the tax 23.296%. And I want all of you to write 20% plus 12% plus 4%. कितना आ रहा है? Can someone help me with the calculation? How much is it coming on 7 lakhs if you calculate the tax? Very quick answer. Thank you. 1,63,072. This is the distributed income. If this comes in MCQ also, it is super duper scoring. Abhi kar lo, aap exam tak nahi bhuloge. Buyback of shares, and this is for all the domestic company, listed, unlisted, all the shares. Tax is to be paid. When this should have been paid? Huh? This is purchased on 17th August 2022 plus 14 days. हाँ, तो प्लस 14 डेज मतलब आपका 31 डेज तो है इसमें. हाँ, तो बाकी के हो गए आपके पूरे दिन. Here only. So you should have paid this on the 1st of September. So this tax is paid on 7th of November 2022. So from this 14 days, this is called as, say, 1st of September 2022. So September, October, November, 3 months interest. Interest under section 115 BQC. BQC. 115 QC, not BQC. QC. On what amount you will charge the interest? On the tax amount, 163,072 tax. I should have paid at 1% per month, but I am late by 3 months. Ma'am, it's not 3 months, it's part of the month also. 7th November, to for the whole November month you have to pay. How much is it coming? Yeah, calculate and tell me how much it is coming. Fast. 163,072 into 1% into 3. 4892. Decimals we have to ignore. 4892 is the interest amount you have to pay. Easy. So did you understand two concepts which I have covered up in today's class? One is the slump sale and another is this concept. Tomorrow we are going to do the concept of deemed dividend and your liquidation. The concept of liquidation, ki when the company goes into liquidation, is it a transfer of asset to the shareholder? Yes. Shareholder को बोल रहे हैं कंपनी बंद हो रही है ना, अपने शेयर सरेंडर करो, तो the rights of the shares is extinguished. Extinguishment of asset is also a transfer. If you see section 247 transfers definition. So transfer of the shares to the company, transfer of shares in case of liquidation, if you surrender your shares, transfer, shareholder. तो shareholder ने company को shares दे दिए on liquidation. What they are getting, is it a transfer? Yes. But is it taxable? No, it's exempt. But if I'm getting some land and when I transfer that land, then is it becoming taxable? Answer is yes. So liquidation is a concept of capital gain which I'm going to teach tomorrow, which is covered in your inter also and in your final also. And same, This chapter you will see, ma'am, same problems are asked. No creativity in this chapter. Ki what we have studied and how they are asking and so on. Okay, right. So that's all for today. Revise the slum sale and this. Shall I discuss the doubt for the mat now? In mat, one second. Now, what was the doubt? I saw it in the WhatsApp group you have sent. One second. See, revaluation reserve related to the depreciable asset which is transferred. So whole revaluation reserve you have to deduct. Are you following? Revaluation reserve is not your income. So revaluation reserve pura nikal do. But in the revaluation reserve, if there is depreciation related to the revaluation reserve, then that depreciation related to revaluation reserve, only till that part you will remove. Once again, for example, P&L credit side, they have shown revaluation reserve 80 rupees. Is this 80 rupees your income? No. So ma'am, 80 rupees pura nikal do revaluation reserve. But in 80 rupees, say 60 rupees is the depreciation on the revaluation reserve. Okay. So this part we have already deducted up now, depreciation as per books minus the depreciation on all the assets minus the revaluation reserve. So there we have already adjusted this. So right now if revaluation reserve is 80 lakhs and if the depreciation on the revaluation reserve is 60, you will deduct or you will remove only till 60. Depreciation on remaining 20 is your income and on that you have to pay MAT. If you have a doubt, I'll write and show you. And then check if it is clear or not. I'll write and then cancel because this is not the part of, this is the part of MAT. So I'm writing MAT doubt. See, what did I say in the books? Suppose you have charged depreciation as per books is say 60 rupees. In that depreciation on revaluation asset is 20. So how do we do? In add we add 60 and in deduct we deduct 40. So already revalued depreciation on revalued assets, hai na? You deducted and remaining depreciation is allowed to be deducted. So already the depreciation on revaluation asset 20 you have added back, no? Okay, right. Now say revaluation reserve is 80. What is the depreciation on the revaluation reserve? 20. Yeah. So revaluation reserve, once the asset is transferred, it's your income. Pay the MAT on that 80. But they are saying instead of 80, deduct 20 and pay the MAT on, I'll take some different figures so that, 80, 60, same figure ho ja rahe. What is your revaluation reserve which you have credited in the P&L account? 80. Okay, right. And what is your depreciation on the revaluation reserve? Depreciation on the revaluation reserve? Yes, 25. So revaluation reserve, if it is 80, depreciation on revaluation reserve. Achha, I need to take it as same figure, now this and this. So this 20 is already disallowed and added back. So again on the credit side, why you want to pay the tax? So remove 20 and remaining 60 income you are removing. Followed or not? In case revaluation reserve of asset which is sold, that you will keep. But other revaluation reserve, that's not income. So remove the revaluation reserve. But while you are removing the revaluation reserve, if there's a depreciation on the revaluation reserve, that's already added back here, no? You added 60, you allowed 40. So 20 is already added back. Again, why you want to credit and pay the tax on that? Debit side, it is disallowed, means added back, no? So on the credit side, now you minus only 60. Okay, check it. And if not, there's lot of accounting logic. If I go detail, I can make T format account with example and it will take half an hour to explain. So that's why we have so much to remember for income tax. Depreciation as per books add back. Depreciation as per books is only deducted minus the revaluation asset. In short, depreciation on revaluation asset add back. पर net off नहीं करना, पूरा add करना 60, पूरा 20 deduct करना. If there's a revaluation reserve, remove. But till what extent you will remove? 20. Remaining 60 you have to pay the tax. Let us see now once the format. It will be very clear. I think somewhere I gave you the format also. One second, in any other chapter. कोई तो और chapter में आपको format लिखा है. I think here. Add less. Somewhere I had made you write. ये तो मैथ का compliance है. One second. And still you have doubt and you want to learn that detail, I'll have to give an example. 10-15 minutes it will take, it will be clear. The format which we have written, I'm checking that. You all remember? Yeah, here I am. See. Amount of depreciation as per books, you add back. Amount of depreciation less the depreciation on revalue. So 80 you add back, 20 deduct karke 60 you deduct. So in short, on the depreciation on revalued assets, already you are paying tax. Now, revaluation reserve related to assets sold or discarded. Okay. If you have not credited in the P&L account, then credit and pay the tax. Now, if there is amount withdrawn from the revaluation reserve and credited to P&L account up to the revaluation of the assets, that much only you should credit. Like suppose revaluation reserve which is credited is 50, but depreciation on the revalued assets is 40. So only till 40 you deduct. Why you are deducting 40? Because already 40 depreciation on revaluation reserve यहाँ पे add हो चुका है ना ऊपर. This is 13th point. I don't know if I'm scrolling. It's 1 second. Check now. So is the concept clear to you? When I added depreciation as per books and I deducted depreciation as per books minus revaluation reserve, I've already added back revaluation reserve. So here now I don't want revaluation reserve credited to P&L account till the revaluation reserve remove. उसको 20 को वापस tax pay मत करो, बाकी पे tax pay करो. Now your doubt you are saying is that this amount is not mentioned. Mention तो होगा. That I will check it now. I'll check it and put a voice note in our WhatsApp group. Sure. And any more doubts, any other problem you want to solve it, surely we will solve. Any other book, any problem, just bring it to class, I will solve it. But you need to give me some time because so much other schedule is also going on. Okay. That's all for today. Thank you so much. I hope that add less concept I have cleared. Why? And now in the problem, is it printed? It must be there. Because the figures for you all are very easy. Math ke itne easy problem aate hain. But generally my paper correction experience is students are doing some silly mistake. Add and less. That's why pura class pair karke I have given you that format. So go through that once, and if you have any doubt, I'll surely check it. That's all for today. Thank you so much. Any more doubts are there, ask. And do revise the capital gain also or revision video. It's of 1 hour only. If you can watch and come tomorrow, it will be easy. Right. Thank you. Bye-bye all of you.